I think by the time we got it out of the driveway, it was about 4:40 a.m. I know we left it 4:30, but it was between warming up the truck and trying to move the trailer. You know, I had to get the trailer from, you know, I bag it down next to the carport in front of the shop, and it's kind of on the south side of the, the north side of the driveway. But then I need to turn north to get up here to the 4-lane. So, you know, I got to swing it wide. Well, I got to use more space. So anyway, it took me a few minutes to move the trailer over, so I don't run the trailer off the edge of the road, off the edge of the driveway. There's a 1.5 foot or so drop off, and I think the trailer would be okay, and it would be fine just to, you know, it would just ride it when it's empty like this. But if it had a load in it, with a higher center of gravity, it could lay itself down, and I'd be one of those guys who lays down a trailer on his own property. I don't know. I'm always a little scared of that. Not scared, but you know, I don't take risks when it comes to my own equipment. But anyway, so we got to get over here and make this pickup. We didn't leave ourselves, you know, a huge window of time, but I don't think they even open until 6 a.m. So I think we got the first appointment after they open, shipping and receiving over here. We're hauling some bread, and we're going to take it to Pennsylvania. We booked our whole week out, all the way until Monday, because we have plans to hang out with Miles in Mississippi, but I'll get into all that a little bit later on. We'll kind of break down what I was thinking when I booked the loads, how I kind of, you know, figured out my plan for the week, and then we'll go from there, man. We'll go from there. We'll just get over into this pickup first, and then we'll talk about it later in the video, because I got the whole week planned out. So yeah, we'll get into that later. Catch up with you guys when we get to Nashville. All right, it is 5:45, and somewhere down here is where we're supposed to turn in. All right, let's see. Shipping back here. All right. It's good to see that they're open. There's cars here. All right. Let's get in here and just hug this right side since it says shipping office right here, and we'll just see about where we're supposed to go. There's a pickup behind me, and he's kind of just waiting for me to move, so I'm gonna pull up out of his way and just see. We'll just clear out of the way a little bit and then see what we can do. All right, I rang the doorbell. They let me in. They checked my pickup number. I signed in real quick. They said, set your reefer to +50. Back it into door 7. All right, I think this might be quick. All right, we got it in the dock about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. The sun started coming up already, and they started loading me right after I got it in the dock. So we are, you know, we're doing pretty good. I think we're gonna be loaded quick. We should be able to get on our way and head off to Pennsylvania. We're gonna run up through Louisville. So we'll run up 65, and we'll go up 65 to what is it, 71 that runs through Cincinnati.
Anyway, there's a 71, there's a 75, all that stuff. We're eventually going to get up to Interstate 70, and then we'll head east on Interstate 70 into Pennsylvania. So that's the plan as it stands now. We'll see what happens, but shoot, if I could see through all of the shrubbery there and the trees and the trailer, you probably have a pretty good view of the city, because Nashville is just, I mean, we're in Nashville, but downtown is just over that direction. So maybe when we leave here, we'll get a good shot of it once we're on the road. But anyway, shouldn't be long now. I think they're gonna finish loading me up, and then we'll be on our way.
All right, we got loaded up quick style. We showed up there a 5:45, and we're out of there by 6:30. Pretty stinking amazing. We're starting this week off right. The only thing that could have been better is if we would have gotten to sleep in this morning. That's about the only hiccup this morning, was that I had to wake up at 4 a.m. But you know, that's just the way trucking is, man. You gotta wake up early sometimes. Gotta wake up early if you want to get if you want to get the loads and get parking, and just, you want to stay busy and make a little bit of money in trucking, you're gonna have to keep some weird hours, especially in reefer. So actually a 6 a.m. pickup wouldn't be bad if it wasn't, if I didn't have to drive over an hour to get there. So kind of just is what it is. Gotta get where we gotta try to get to, pick up the load, and now we're rolling though, man. Look at this view of the city we got right here. It's obstructed by this RE Garrison truck, but we got coming right here towards downtown, splitting onto 65 North. Got ourselves a 15,000 pound load. Nice and light. And shoot, it's pretty much perfect load, man, so far. Get over there, they load me up quick. It's a light load. I don't even have to wait behind anybody. There's no other trucks there. Easy dock. I mean, starting the week off right, like I said. We're looking good. But we'll keep on, man. Some of these are hard to dodge when there's a car next to you. Some of these potholes and stuff. But anyway, we'll keep getting down the road and kind of talk about what we're doing, why we're doing it this week, once we get a little further down the road. But for now, I'm just gonna truck it easy through the rest of Nashville, and once we get out of Nashville, it should be smooth sailing. Louisville might slow down a little bit, but I can always take a little bypass in Louisville, and like 265, I think it is, something like that. And then we'll be up, we'll be going through Cincinnati a little bit later on. So yeah, we'll see if traffic is any type of an issue today, but I don't think it will be. I think we'll just be trucking right along, man, making quick work of this day, and I think we'll be able to shut it down early over in Pennsylvania. So that's the plan as it is now. I'll catch up with you guys later. All right, couple hours. This is where we're gonna stop and get some fuel. Looks like it's priced at $4.99. This is Kentucky, which doesn't. Either it's not a lot that it pays into IFTA, or maybe not at all. Maybe they don't tax their fuel at all. I'm not sure. I know that you got your own, KYU number. You have to file with them. So I don't know how it works. But anyway, or I forget how it works anyway. That's what I should say. Because I know how it works. I just have already forgotten. So look it up for your dang self. That's what Google's for. So we're gonna come over here and get some fuel, and then we'll be continuing on our way. But I'll probably just take half an hour here, so that way I don't have to stop again. At least, not to fulfill my 30-minute break obligations and all of that. So I'll probably just cruise from here all the way through, but probably stop at some point or another in there, but I won't have to stop for a full 30 minutes. Whereas here, if I take my 30 here, then I'll be free to roll as quickly or as slowly as I want. So that's the plan. And I'm gonna put some fuel in, and then we'll pull forward and we'll go get something to eat or something there. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I pulled off the diesel island and parked over here. I went in and got myself a Subway 6-inch sub that I'm gonna save for later. I got it cold. A lot of times I like the toasted subs, but I'm not gonna eat it right away. I'm gonna kind of wait until lunchtime. It's 10 o'clock Eastern time, but it was just I was just driving and it was 8:30, and then we passed the time zone line, and all of a sudden it's 9:30. Now it's 10 o'clock. It's like that. I don't feel like it's lunchtime yet, so I'll probably wait at least an hour. So anyway, got that going. I wanted to tell you guys while we have a few minutes, waiting for the clock to reset for my 30, just wait the full 30 minutes. These loads. Okay, so this week I booked a load from Nashville to Charleroi, Pennsylvania. It's the one we're on, and actually, so I told you guys it was 15,000 pounds, but the rate confirmation, I went back and looked since I've been parked, and it was like, it actually said 40,000 pounds. So I was like, man, I felt like it wasn't going to be a light load going into Pennsylvania. That's why I actually bid them up a little bit, because I was like, hey man, heavy load going to Pennsylvania, like you gotta give me a little bit of extra. Come on. But so it's a 50-degree load, and it's 15,000 pounds. So we're good on the fuel front, as good as we can be. And then we booked a load like 5 miles away from that same drop-off in Charleroi, which is south of Pittsburgh. And we're picking up there, and we're taking like $2.25 a mile to get over to Joliet, Illinois, which is just outside Chicago. So we're gonna go over there, and then I was trying to figure out how to get home so I could go to Miles. I'm going to Mississippi to watch Ole Miss take on Auburn this Saturday, and so I was trying to figure out how, what load I could get to go back to Tennessee so that I could borrow my brother-in-law's car and drive to Mississippi. And then I was like, hey, why don't I just get a load down to Mississippi and have Miles come pick me up from the truck stop? That would probably be easier all the way around, and I'll make more money. So I started looking. I got a load out of Aurora, Illinois. That loads on Friday morning, and I'll be down there late Friday night or early Saturday morning, and Miles can pick me up, and then we can go and enjoy the game down there at Ole Miss. So that's the plan. Now I was able, because that load didn't load till Friday, and my other load unloads on Wednesday. that means I had a free day on Thursday. So I went ahead and booked a couple little local runs in Chicago. So it may tighten up my schedule a little bit, but it's going to make me a little bit of extra revenue and kind of turn this week from kind of a dud into, you know, a decent week. And, you know, the load board, I wish I could have shown you guys the load board, how it looked on Thursday and Friday, because there just wasn't, there's loads, but just none of them want to pay. And so anything that pays pops up and then disappears right away. And so I was sitting there just monitoring the load boards, and finally I just kind of came up with this plan to take whatever load I could, go wherever it needed to go. I mean, there was another load that went down to like Alabama, and I was like, man, there's like nothing out of Alabama, nothing even close to Alabama. So I was like, I would have to get like enough for a round trip to get back to Tennessee to make that worth my while. So I went ahead and tried to get that, and I ended up just going with this Pennsylvania load. So this guy waved at me a couple times, and then we passed each other on our way into the store and stuff. And I thought maybe he, like, you know, had seen me on the channel, just because he kind of like was like, hey. But I think he's just a really nice guy. I think he's just a super nice dude. You know, and then me and my big old head thinks that, you know, I'm some kind of celebrity. Like, oh, that guy knew who I was. No, he doesn't. He's just a really nice guy. Anyway. All right. So that's the week. Nashville to Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania to Illinois, Illinois local, and then Illinois down to Mississippi. You guys got it? Good. And we're gonna make the most of it. It's gonna be about 2,100 miles, give or take, and that's just based on me kind of doing Google Maps, you know, city to city, 2,100 miles, and the revenue should be what was it, 6,000 something. So we're over $3 a mile though, for the first time in a while. I've booked the loads out, and we should be over $3 a mile, unless we end up on some crazy detours, or unless one of these loads throws off the rest of my schedule for the week. Then, you know, it'll all just, we'll figure it out from there. But anyway, all right, my time's up. Time to hit the road. We're gonna keep on trucking, and we're gonna get all the way into Ohio. We're gonna get through Louisville. We're gonna get through Cincinnati, and then we're gonna go and start heading east in Ohio and get over to Pennsylvania this afternoon before we shut it down. So, you guys ready? Let's roll. We just stopped over here in Florence, Kentucky, right before Cincinnati. Used the restroom right here at the rest stop, and just a couple hours down the road. I usually can only last a couple hours if I'm drinking lots of fluids. I can go a couple hours, and I gotta stop and use the restroom. So we got plenty of time today. I'm not in a hurry. There's El Hueso Queso back there, and not in a hurry. So no sense in trying to hold it and push it, you know, 50 or 60 miles down the road or 100 miles down the road. Just stop and relieve myself and stay comfortable, you know? No need to push it. Those days when I push it, those are bad days, man. I like spend like, you know, probably like two or three of the hours of driving, I spend like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom, oh, and like dancing around and like
like bouncing my feet up and down, I don't know. That's just, you guys just put down some miles before you stop again. But yeah, don't got to do that today. So TMI, am I giving you guys too much information? Yeah, it is. I'm an oversharer, y'all. But that's why you guys watch me. I give you the real stuff. Trucking sucks. You either gotta pee in a bottle while you're driving, which is dangerous and I don't like to do, or you gotta stop every once in a while. Like, if you're drinking the amount of fluids you're supposed to drink, you're gonna have to go to the bathroom every couple hours. That's just the way it is. But notice how I don't say drink water? I don't drink enough water. I drink diet sodas. All right, let's get back on the road. I've yapped long enough. We'll roll through Cincinnati right now and then start heading east. All right, we got over here to Bentley, PA, where we're gonna shut down for the night. I thought I had my camera recording, but I guess I didn't, so you didn't get any driving footage between Florence, Kentucky and Bentley, PA, but we went through Cincinnati and then came on over kind of through no man's land. Columbus was the only other city we kind of got to, but it is currently 5 o'clock and all these spots are open, but all of them are reserved. All the free parking taken. 5 o'clock p.m. man. So I don't know how early I would have had to get here to not spend my rewards points on parking, but I'm glad I got my my rewards points, so I'm not actually paying for parking, but in a way I am. So, you know, whatever. But I'm gonna go in there and get my little receipt to put up in the window and then start thinking about what I want for dinner. They got the golden arches over there. Good old McDonald's. We'll see. I don't know. Probably not. All right, I went in there, got my receipt, taped it to the window, my little tag, letting them know I've reserved my spot. That reserved parking over there is starting to fill up too. I've seen quite a few trucks come in and park, so this place gets packed pretty early, but I decided to come to this one. It's a smaller one, but it was early. And so I came all the way here. It's not Bentley, PA, it's Bentleyville. Bentleyville, PA. And dude, I've never seen so many crane flies. You guys know what crane flies are? People call them mosquito hawks. I don't know if you guys can even see those. I might have just got you sick though, like twisting you upside down. I don't know. They're just everywhere in this little patch of grass. But I'm gonna walk down here and get something to eat, and then man, McDonald's fries smell so good. But I'm gonna skip the McDonald's and probably grab some BK. Either way, I saved up my calories for dinner. That's how I diet, guys. If you guys want to know how I diet, I starve myself all day so I can eat whatever I want at night for dinner. That's how I roll. So I'll have a little something early in the day, and then I'll just not eat anything the rest of the day until I have something unhealthy for dinner. But it works. It works for now. But all right, I'm gonna go over here and get some BK. Let's go. All right. We made it over to the King. So we got some Burger King for dinner, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it rather thoroughly, and got myself some sugar-free Werther's original sugar-free little caramels. So I have a sweet tooth, so I mean those aren't like good for you, but they don't have any sugar, so they're better than straight candy. But I wanted some candy tonight. I was looking for some candy that my wife bought, but we ate it over the weekend. Well, I say over the weekend, but really she got it on like Wednesday, and then we just ate it all day, every day. And my kids ate it too, but it was like sour gummies and peach rings and stuff like that, but they were like plant-based and no sugar, and I was like, yeah, I can get down with that. Diet diet friendly candy, sour candy, I'm all about it. But
Do you guys see that hair just like floating? That's weird. That was defying the laws of gravity. All right. This is the end of the video. I don't have anything else to share with you guys except I had dinner. I'm eating candy. I'm going to edit this video, and then we're going to start uploading it, see how long that upload process takes, and it should be out on Tuesday morning. That being said, yeah, I think I covered everything, right? I was just going to tell you guys that we planned out the whole week. We got like, what, this load, the next 2 loads. So we got 5 loads pre-booked. So it's going to be an exciting few days here, trying to get everything going, trying to make sure we stay on task. This place that we stopped is actually only 8 miles from my delivery. My delivery is at 11 a.m. We're going to show up early just because, why not? I mean, it seemed like there was a few reviews that said there was like street parking. You park out on the street and then you go check in. So if I just have to park out on the street for an hour before they give me a dock, then so be it. You know, like, I'd rather try and be early than just hang out here. Or even if I called and said, hey, can I come early? And then they're like, well, now that you've asked, we're going to say no. But if you just show up, they might not have turned me around, you know? So I'm kind of a ask forgiveness, not permission kind of a guy. So that's how I'm going to do it. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow morning, 8 miles away. So tune in to the next episode for that. And for now, this is where we're going to cut it. I feel like I'm leaving stuff out. I feel like I'm leaving stuff out that I wanted to talk about. I feel like I came here to this truck stop and I wanted to explain something to you once I got here. And then all I talked about was food because I was hungry. All right. We're just going to cut it. If I think of anything, I'll add it on to the end of the video, but I probably won't. And that'll be that, because I've been sitting here for a couple hours and nothing's come to me. So this is it. This is where we're going to cut the video. It's bothering me. It's like when you leave the house and you just feel like you forgot something. That's how I feel right now. All right. Love you guys. Peace out. See you tomorrow.